Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Beatriz and you're watching Elegant and Feisty. Today I have my top 10 easy tips for staying young, healthy and looking sexy all at the same time. And the emphasis really is on easy, and the trick to this is really a matter of consistency. So none of these things are difficult. They're all very simple to follow, but in the long term, if you stick it out, you will really reap the benefits. So without further ado, here we go. My first tip. So tip number 1, get up early. Seize the day. I think that by getting up early, you've got all this extra energy that you can put into your day. You might invest that time in maybe planning for the day ahead, just setting a couple of goals or key goals for the day. You might want to just have some quiet time of meditation. It's amazing how much you can get done when you get up early and there's a lot less people around. Even if you decide to get up early and actually do a little bit of work, those hours, the kids might be asleep, or the phone's not ringing, the emails aren't coming through. So I find that getting up early, for me personally, I like to exercise in the mornings. I like to get that out of the way so I know it's done and dusted. I don't have to worry about it anymore. So whatever benefit you can reap from it, I think we can all reap benefits from it. So number 1, don't forget, get up early, seize the day. Okay, and for my second tip, so tip number 2, very simple. Have a glass of water with lemon. Just squeeze half a lemon, or a lemon, if a full lemon is too much, maybe just half a lemon into a glass of water. Now the water it doesn't have to be hot. There are some studies that suggest that if you drink boiling hot water, it can cause cancers. So it can just be warm water or room temperature water, whatever you prefer. But the first thing you do, have that glass of water with the lemon juice, and it is cleansing. It's good for our digestion. It's good for our skin. It's just a great way to start the day. And how easy is it to do that? Super easy. And again, like I said before, it's all a matter of consistency. So you'll reap the rewards in the long term. Okay, tip number 3, go out for a brisk walk. If you don't like the gym, if you don't, like working out, or if you don't go to a yoga class or Pilates, etc., go for a brisk walk. I like to look at other cultures. So for example, I know the French women walk all the time. They walk all over the city. New York women too. I think that just walking alone is hugely beneficial. Of course, if you can, it does have to be brisk. If you can get your heart rate up, that is an additional benefit, but just keeping your body moving. And the other thing is also, if you can add a weights workout during the week, 1 or 2, and it doesn't have to be huge. You can just get some dumbbells, but weight bearing exercises for women are really important, not only because they help us to keep our muscles, but also it's really good for bone density. So as we age, we do lose muscle tone, and we also lose bones. Our bones become more brittle and weaker. So massive benefit. And again, it's really not a huge exertion. You don't have to go to the gym. You can just get a couple of dumbbells, just whatever you're comfortable with. Have some fun. Maybe look for a YouTube video of someone doing a workout. There are so many resources available that and it just helps it. Well, I find that it's very beneficial, and I hope that you will find it too. Well, my 4th tip is around nutrition, and I am going to put on my glasses for this one because I've got a few notes. So I don't want to miss anything. So I have tried lots of different, fad diets and all sorts of things, and I feel that particularly over the last couple of years, I think that by following these fad diets, I've actually deprived my body of some essential nutrients. And I've really felt it towards the end of last year. I was having a number of health issues, and had my blood tested, and there were really a lot of deficiencies in a number of areas. And what's really made me realize is that I think that the key is to keep it simple and just follow the food pyramid. So the basic recommendations, I mean, of course, if you have intolerances and things like that, then you do have to work around it. But for people that don't have any intolerances, we shouldn't really be skimping. So, things like healthy fats, they're at the top of the pyramid. So just, they're the smaller portion of your nutrition for the day. A little bit of dairy as well, bones, lean meats, poultry, fish. If you look at both the Mediterranean cultures as well as the Japanese, they eat a diet that is very rich in vegetables and fish. And they have massive longevity. They really have the highest rates of longevity. So those statistics, I think, speak for themselves. And then, of course, grains and whole grains. So there's no point eating things that don't have any nutrients, like white rice, anything that's processed. Stay away from processed stuff. Like really, things you've heard a million times, but it's just keeping it simple and as clean as possible and as close to nature as possible. And finally, the biggest, section down the bottom of the pyramid, vegetables, legumes, and fruit. So there you have it. I think a variety and also changing things up. I got into a rut of just having the same thing for lunch every day, and really when I look back on it, I was just really missing out on nutrients, and I did it for months. So now I'm really trying to get back into keeping it simple and going back to the basics. Tip number 5, very easy one: wear some sunblock. Go out, protect your skin, especially on the face. And that's just something that I'm sure you've probably already added to your beauty routine, but it'll really take a lot of years off your skin over the long term. Another one, drink water. Do not forget, drink water just during the day, or herbal teas. Keep hydrated. Again, that also helps. That helps with everything. It'll help you feel better. Sometimes it'll help with headaches if you suffer from headaches. If you're feeling sluggish, it helps with the skin. It's very beneficial. Cleanses your organs as well. I've missed one. So this is a huge one. I think as we age, stretching. So if you don't have time to do, Pilates or yoga or a stretching class, spend 20 minutes at the end of your day. I like to fit it in after I come back from work. Just 20 minutes. I come into my bedroom, I close the door, I just put some, relaxing music, and I go through a stretching routine. And you can do that just by following someone on YouTube, or you can just look it up as well. Just Google it, and you can do just your main muscle groups. And within 20 minutes, you would have done your whole body. I also, again, I look at other cultures, Eastern cultures, for example. I remember going to China, and everywhere I went, there were large groups of older people outdoors in parks doing all sorts of things. And it wasn't just Tai Chi, it was these dances with handkerchiefs, or and all the women were just really stretching. And the other thing that you could also and dancing outdoors as well, they were just incredible. I also noticed, for example, in Vietnam, people would just be squatting on the side of the road, they didn't have a seat. They would just you know, like have this little squat, and they would spend like probably hours just squatting in that position. Now if I was to do that for maybe 5 minutes, I'd be okay, but like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, my whole muscles would just seize up. So they are so supple, and really that's what we want. We want to age. You know, we don't want our bodies to seize up. So I think that allowing time for stretching is another massive one. And again, it's not really difficult. All of these things are very easy, and it's just a matter of getting into a routine. And then once you've got the routine, you know, you'll be hooked. Tip number, I've lost track now, but tip number 8, do something that you love every day. It can be just something really simple. Maybe it's sitting down with your child or with your grandchild and draw a picture, or if you love painting, paint, or sing, sit out on your balcony and admire the view, water your plants. Just something in your day that is just you, that represents you, that you love to do. For me, unfortunately, I haven't been able to do one of the things that I enjoy the most because of COVID, but I am a tango dancer, and most of my social life revolved around tango. So I would dance maybe 2 or 3 times a week. So that was a massive part of my life, which I don't really have now. But what I will do is I just put tango music. So I might be cooking and I'll just put some tango music, and I might just do a couple of steps in the kitchen. But it just feeds your soul. So find time to just enjoy, have some fun, and nurture, you know, what's important to you. The things, they say that the things that we daydream about, they're the things that make us happy. All right, tip number 9, floss. Another super easy one, but you know, a lot of people, I think we all get lazy when it comes to flossing. I remember watching Oprah years ago, and they had a dentist that came on, or he was a health specialist. I don't know if it was a dentist or a doctor, but they had found so many benefits of flossing, and it wasn't just like the really obvious ones, like, you know, maybe helping with decay or gum, you know, receding gums. You know, obviously losing your teeth. We want to keep all our teeth for as long as possible because we want to live long, and we want to look good, we want to look healthy, and we want to, you know, feel sexy as well. So just taking, you know, it only takes a couple of minutes, floss every night. And my final tip number 10, is to read. Reading, if you read at the end of the day, it's soothing, so it'll help you fall asleep. It's also good for your mind, so it keeps your mind supple, but it also keeps you informed. And there's nothing sexier than a woman who is well informed, who can hold a conversation about several, you know, different issues and topics, and be up to date with maybe current affairs. That's how I feel, and I hope you can relate to that. Now, I did think twice about using the word sexy in the title of this video, but I think that we all like to feel sexy. And I mean sexy in the elegant sense of the word. I think you understand what I'm saying. So I am going to put a bit of a link here for a video that I did a while ago, which was my top 5 tips for staying youthful, and they were more to do with like external, you know, face, you know, just external things that you can do to your body or your face, and which, you know, you might enjoy watching. And don't forget, I do put out a new video every Wednesday. Now, it depends on what part of the world you're in, you know, the time that it comes out, and I've been chopping and changing the hours because I just can't figure out what is the best time to post, but I'm sticking to Wednesdays. I would love to see you back here, and if you enjoy the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, as it will really help my channel. And finally, I am on Instagram, so I will have a link in the bottom in the comments section. So have a look, and please join me on Instagram. I post an outfit of the day every single day, as well as snippets of my everyday life. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye. Mwah.